petit vidéo, puis c'est traduit, donc ça dure quelques minutes. Et Marie occupe le poste de présidente depuis février dernier. Elle est très dynamique, très... vraiment, elle fait une bonne job à la présidence de la Fédération canadienne. Donc, est-ce qu'on peut présenter la...
Hello, bonjour. My name is Mary Robinson, and I am the president of the Canadian Federation of Agriculture. Thank you for asking me to speak to the UPA delegation at your annual general meeting. I apologize for not being with you today in person. Even though I'm not there, I'm extremely honored to have the privilege to say a few words about the work CFA is currently conducting on behalf of our members, approximately 200,000 Canadian farmers and farm families. Our role at CFA is to build consensus from within the industry to ensure all voices are being heard. From there, we take this consensus and represent Canadian agriculture as one united voice to government. The strength and unity CFA embodies is made possible only with the ongoing dedication and participation of Quebec agriculture and the tireless work UPA does on a daily basis to improve the businesses and livelihoods of Quebec farmers. Since being elected this past February, I've had the honor of meeting farmers and producers across the country. While I am from Prince Edward Island, consistently, I find the same messages, opportunities, and concerns unite us all, no matter what region we call home. I believe the work UPA does sets the bar high for the rest of Canada. With the recent federal election results, tensions and divisions have increased in many regions across Canada. However, we are the prime example of how to come together, share a vision, and speak with a united voice for the betterment of all Canadian farmers and rural communities. With the federal election behind us, CFA has lots of work ahead of us. CFA will continue to promote to elected officials and candidates our message around producing prosperity in Canada, CFA's National Election Campaign message. Within this overarching message, we ask the government to ensure Canadian agriculture be recognized for the key contributions we make every day in terms of economic growth, environmental stewardship, and food security. We expect and will be demanding that the federal government ensure agriculture is a key priority in its new mandate. As such, in early November, CFA sent Prime Minister Trudeau a letter highlighting the fact investments in agriculture now would be wise as we find our country at this point in time so divided. Agriculture is the one common thread from province to province and coast to coast. We recognize most Canadians live in urban centres and do not understand the economic importance our industry plays in their everyday lives. But the truth is, we as an industry represent over $140 billion to Canada's GDP and are also Canada's second largest employer, accounting for 1 in 8 jobs. These statistics demonstrate to our government and the Canadian public just how impactful and critically important we are to the future of Canada. At our October CFA board meeting, we heard once again from our members, not only about their ongoing frustrations and challenges with market access and never before seen harvest conditions, but also with the federal government's lack of action. We have seen little tangible assistance for farmers and producers who are in a dire situation as they face international trade volatility and the resulting lost market access and depressed commodity prices, as well as the inability to harvest crops successfully this fall. Some of the actions CFA is requesting our government seriously consider include officially mandate the new Minister of Agriculture to build on the work done through the Advisory Council on Economic Growth and the Agri-Food Economic Strategy Table. Both of these reports identify Canadian agriculture as having multifaceted and significant potential for all Canadians, while also identifying critical obstacles to realizing that growth, as well as a general lack of the supports needed to get us there. Address chronic labor shortages. enhance and modernize business risk management program effectiveness. And one of our key priorities that we will continue to fight for is fair compensation for all supply-managed producers as a result of lost markets through CUSMA, CETA, and CPTPP. I was pleased to see both the Liberal and Bloc Québécois intend to make this a priority in the next Parliament. CFA believes movement on these issues by our government will signal to farmers and producers across Canada we are being heard and government is working on our behalf. It is clear we have a long road ahead of us with government, and we intend to hold the course and fight for Canadian agriculture. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to you today. I wish all of you productive and engaging discussions ahead. I very much look forward to working with UPA as we enter 2020, and I believe that with members like UPA, we will undoubtedly see success for farmers across Canada. Again, thank you for allowing me to speak to each of you today. It has been a true honor.
Alors, merci Marie. Puis, il nous resterait, les rapports d'atelier en plénière sont terminés. On n'avait pas de résolution extraordinaire à débattre ici aujourd'hui, puisque celles qu'on a reçues après la date, on les a intégrées lundi dans les cahiers des résolutions. Alors, on est rendu au mot de clôture, puis juste pas mal à l'heure.